Let's speak now to Olga Krasnyak, who's an associate professor at the High School of Economics. She joins us live from the Russian capital. Welcome back to the programme, Olga. Now, with thousands of sellers holding up to 90% of their inventory inside centralised Wildberries warehouses, how severe is this bankruptcy risk for small businesses that finance their stock with high interest loans?
Well, it's still hard to say how it is painful for small and middle-sized businesses. But this platform, Wildberries, indeed, it's one of the biggest retail platform in Russia. But also need to understand that the sellers' goods they redistributed in many different storehouses. A few of them been destroyed, but not all of them. And of course, it cannot be denied some negative impact on small businesses, but at the same time, businesses always have a certain risks, especially considering that Russia in a situation of war with Ukraine and with its Western partners. So in this case, yes, some risks are inevitable.
And does Russia have enough alternative logistics capacity if attacks on major hubs continue?
Wildberries indeed is the biggest one, but not the only one. We have different platforms which do the same. But Wildberries, the annual revenue, by the way, it's $75 billion. So it's one of the biggest platforms. But at the same time, we understand it's a private business. And the founder of Wildberries, one of the richest person in Russia, as far as I can see. And in this case, well, high risks are imposed on this business. But at the same time, I do not believe that the logistics and the delivery of goods will be somehow destroyed or severely impacted by these drone attacks.
And could expanding into neighbouring countries like Kazakhstan actually protect Russia's domestic retail supply chain from ongoing infrastructure attacks?
Well, I do not believe so. It would have a certain negative impact on the Russian retail, but it is understandable that the founder of Wildberries, Tatyana Kim, she wants to minimize the risks, and of course she tries to maybe to use alternative platforms, alternative territories like Kazakhstan. But it's private business, and she is in her own right to expand it towards Kazakhstan. But I do not see maybe the huge negative impact on the sellers and the buyers, like ordinary people in Russia, because of some storehouses being destroyed.
And could physical disruptions become an inflation problem if fewer goods reach Russian consumers?
Well, I do not think so, that it would cause some inflation. So the inflation can come from different reasons. And following a few weeks, this energy crisis, indeed, we had it. And because there's shortage of gasoline, of oil, of course, it somehow increased the price for logistics. But now we overcome this crisis, energy crisis. And if some inflation would come, it's just only from logistics and from the price for gasoline, but it's not about the infrastructure of storehouses of Wildberries.
Professor Olga Krasnyak from the High School of Economics in Moscow. Great to speak to you as always.